How the Chicago Blackhawks can become a powerhouse in 5 years. The Chicago Blackhawks may be in a rebuilding phase right now, but if they make the right moves, they could be a powerhouse very soon. The main point of this rebuild is to surround Patrick Kane with a great supporting cast, so he doesn't have to do as much as he gets older. This is how the Chicago Blackhawks could become a powerhouse in 5 years. Before the 2022 draft, a few trades are made. Chicago Blackhawks trade Jonathan Toews to the Winnipeg Jets for Ch.Lucius, D.Samberg, and a first-round pick in 2022. The Blackhawks also trade Dylan Strome and Tyler Johnson to the Columbus Blue Jackets for Liam Foudy and a second-round pick in 2022. Calvin DeHaan and Dominic Kubalik are traded to the Pittsburgh Penguins for Brian Dumoulin. At the 2022 draft, the Chicago Blackhawks trade picks 80 and 92 to the Ottawa Senators for picks 71 and 103. In the 2022 draft, the Chicago Blackhawks draft Danila Yurov 14th overall, Nathan Gaucher 38th overall, Seamus Casey 44th overall, Devin Kaplan 59th overall, Ch.Lucius 71st overall, Ian Bloomquist 103rd overall, Kasper Larsson 166th overall, K.Anderson 172nd overall, and N.Greuter 198th overall. Chicago Blackhawks re-signed the following players: Kevin Lankinen to a 3-year deal worth $2.5 million per season, Kirby Dach to a 2-year deal worth $2.5 million per season, and Philipp-Kurashev to a 2-year deal worth $1.75 million per season. Liam Foudy to a 2-year deal worth $1 million per season, and Caleb Jones to a 2-year deal worth $800K per season. Chicago Blackhawks signed the following free agents: Justin Schultz to a 3-year deal worth $4.25 million per season, and Rickard Rakell to a 3-year deal worth $4 million per season. The Blackhawks also signed Noah Akari to a 3-year deal worth $1.75 million per season, and Scott Wedgwood to a 1-year deal. Chicago Blackhawks re-signed all non-roster RFAs. The Chicago Blackhawks plummet in the standings in the 2022-23 season and end up with a 3rd pick in the draft. In the 2023 draft, the Chicago Blackhawks draft A.DeBrincat-A.Fantilli-P.Kane 3rd overall, E.Jarventie 28th overall, L.Dragicevic 35th overall, R2 Karki 65th overall, N.Vali 99th overall, William Whitelaw 131st overall, and Cameron Johnson 163rd overall. Patrick Kane is re-signed to a 3-year deal worth $10.5 million per season, and Alex DeBrincat is re-signed to an 8-year deal worth $8.5 million per season. Chicago Blackhawks re-signed the following players to 2-year deals: Dylan Samberg, Ian Mitchell, Alec Regula, and Nick Boudin. Chicago Blackhawks signed the following free agents: Ivan Barbashev to a 4-year deal worth $3.6 million per season, Vladislav Gavrikov to a 3-year deal worth $3 million per season, and A.Hill to a 3-year deal worth $2.5 million per season. Chicago Blackhawks re-signed all non-roster RFAs. Chicago Blackhawks have a much better record in the 2023-24 season, but still missed the playoffs, ending up with the 14th pick in the draft. In the 2024 draft, the Chicago Blackhawks draft Tanner Howe 14th overall, Niilo-Pekka Muhonen 46th overall, T.Suoniemi 78th overall, A.Westlin 110th overall, and K.Epperson 142nd overall. Chicago Blackhawks re-signed the following players: Kirby Dach to a 4-year deal worth $4 million per season, Liam Foudy to a 3-year deal worth $2.5 million per season, and Philipp-Kurashev to a 3-year deal worth $2 million per season. Chicago Blackhawks re-signed all non-roster RFAs. Before the 2024-25 season, 2 major trades are made. Chicago Blackhawks trade Ian Bloomquist, Tanner Howe, R2 Karki, and a first-round pick in 2025 to the Anaheim Ducks for J.Gibson. The Blackhawks also trade Jake McCabe and Cameron Johnson, as well as Kasper Larsson and a second-round pick in 2026 to the LA Kings for Tobias Bjornfot and Tyler Madden. The Chicago Blackhawks make the playoffs in the 2024-25 season, but lose in the second round of the playoffs. The Blackhawks do not have a first-round pick in 2025 because it was traded for J.Gibson. Before the 2025-26 season, 1 trade is made. Chicago Blackhawks trade Liam Foudy, Vladislav Gavrikov, Nick Boudin, and a second-round pick in 2027 to the Edmonton Oilers for Philip Broberg. Chicago Blackhawks re-sign a few players: Philip Broberg to a 4-year deal worth $3.5 million per season, Ian Mitchell to a 4-year deal worth $3.5 million per season, and Ch.Lucius to a 3-year deal worth $3.25 million per season. Tobias Bjornfot to a 3-year deal worth $3 million per season, Dylan Samberg to a 3-year deal worth $3 million per season, and Tyler Madden to a 3-year deal worth $2.5 million per season. Chicago Blackhawks re-signed all non-roster RFAs. By the 2025-26 season, the Chicago Blackhawks have put together a powerhouse team. The first line is A.D.Brincat-A.Fantilli-P.Kane centering Patrick Kane and Alex DeBrincat. The second line is Kirby Dach centering Danilo Yurov and Tyler Madden. The third line is Ivan Barbashev centering Ch.Lucius and Ch.Lucius. The fourth line is Nathan Gaucher centering Philipp-Kurashev and Lukas Reichel. The first D pair is Tobias Bjornfot and Seth Jones. The second D pair is P.Broberg-I and Ian Mitchell. The third D pair is D.Samberg and C.Casey. Goalies are J.Gibson and A.Hill. Top prospects: forwards E.Jarventie, W.Whitelaw, T.Suoniemi, A.Westlin, K.Epperson, and N.Greuter. Defensemen: L.Dragicevic, N.Muhonen, and K.Anderson. Goalies: N.Vali. The Chicago Blackhawks have now built a team that looks like it could be a powerhouse for a 2 to 3 year period.